Hi guys, welcome to this video. We've had some very interesting news, haven't we? Right then, so I thought while I'm talking about Necromunda, I may as well show you my Necromunda gang from way back when. So these are my Delaque. Now, they're very simply painted, but they look nice and grungy, and I really like the way this paint works with the characterfulness of the models as well. So I'll leave that up there. Well, I just want to have a quick chat, basically. So they've announced new Necromunda for this year, which is fantastic. And one of the most important bits of news that we've heard so far is, aside from the fact that we're getting plastic miniatures, hopefully they're not too dissimilar to these guys, so we can actually include them in our gangs. Is that it's going to be based on 8th edition. Now, those of you who watched the channel for a while know that I was a bit mental for when the Shadow Wars Armageddon was announced, but unfortunately it was basically just the Necromunda rules, and I was really looking for something with a bit more streamlined rules. And I know some of the elitists out there are screaming at me right now, but I'll tell you for why. Now, I think a lot of the people who like the old rule sets and don't want things to progress, they're picturing, or they're remembering the game, and they're thinking how awesome it was, and they're basically using that as a sort of a reason to think that they don't want new rules. Now, what they won't remember is how slow the games played, how clunky the rules were, how much they were looking at the rule book because of how long ago it was. And what they will be remembering is basically when there's an epic death, which can happen with pretty much any game system, especially ones that are likely to have the rules where the models come back or lie down for a while, which is essentially what this is bound to have. And another thing they're going to remember is building their gang. So basically, as long as they use the bits of 8th edition that are simple and streamlined, but they keep the sort of advanced progression of gangs, i.e. injuries, permanent injuries like losing legs and things, upgrading the weapons, all that sort of awesome stuff. As long as they keep that in, and as long as they keep the idea of going down but coming back up again and the degrading stats as that goes, then I can't see how this can go wrong. Basically, it'll just become faster to play. It was fast to play anyway. They can make it even faster. You can get even more campaign games done in a day, basically, is what I'm hoping for, and I'm just really looking forward to it. All I need to do now is decide how I'm going to do the terrain. Some of it you can see I've got here. I think this will fit quite nicely into the new Necromunda. I might buy some of the Shadow Wars Armageddon scenery and see if I can incorporate that in some way. That essentially is all I wanted to share with you guys. It's just my idea of how moving to 8th edition isn't a bad thing, how it's awesome that we're getting new miniatures, and I'm just really looking forward to getting these guys back on the table and playing some Necromunda again, but how we mustn't get hung up on old rules. If anything that's shown us that, it's 40k, it's Age of Sigmar, all these games that have sort of been released with much simpler rules, more akin to Frostgrave, which I absolutely adore, then it just works better. They don't have to be simple and untactical, they don't have to be simple and not advanced in a campaign setting. You just need to add those rules on to a very basic core rules that flows well. That's basically all you need. And unfortunately, old rule sets like 2nd edition did not flow well, in my opinion. And the bigger the games got, the worse it got. Anyway, yes. So thank you very much for watching. Oh, those of you who have been following the channel and recent things, we are home from hospital now. We have a beautiful baby daughter. Mommy and baby are perfect. They're brilliant. Everybody's healthy. So yeah, thank you very much for everybody who was well wishing us this weekend. It was great. So awesome news from GW and awesome news for the family as well. Right, thank you very much for watching, and hopefully I'll see you in the next one. Stay well, guys.